basketball. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Ali LaForce, our reporter. Here's a look at some stats for Joel Embiid.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
So here's Portland's starting group. And for Dallas, we've got Toppin. Luka Doncic is out there with Tyrese Halliburton. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Gray in at the 3, the small forward. And if you're a fan of strong post play, you're in for a treat tonight.
Boy, Pia, you remember when the conversation was you don't need centers anymore? Guess what? We're back at it. 2 of the best at the 5 spot in this one.
And Portland starts out with the ball. And he converts the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Screen by Embiid. From deep, here's Doncic. Knocks down the triple.
But Doncic, when he's making that 3, it sets every other aspect of his game up.
Pass to Smith. Takes the 3. Doncic pulls down the board. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Here's Embiid. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Smith. And he hits the jumper for 2.
You know, Smith came into the league as a capable and confident shooter off the catch.
Some nice signs of progress for the Blazers last season.
And from that, renewed contracts for head coach Chauncey Billups and the front office. This is a young team that competes and shows a bright future.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Down low. Cuts off the pass. Here's Thompson. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Portland moving it around. 3-pointer hits the trifecta.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now here's Toppin. Doncic outside. Again, the miss by Dallas.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally does.
Oh, throw it
Look
down!
out.
Can you say
Wow.
elevation? And looks like Smith is already getting stronger. He's looking to add some muscle, and that finish through contact is a great sign.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Stretching the floor makes all the difference. Let's see which teams do the best job of it. The Trailblazers in second.
Instead of just bombing away, they work hard to create good looks from beyond the arc.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Toppin outside. Halliburton outside, looking to win the run. Hits a 3-pointer.
Halliburton, a huge part of this offense, which is why he has the confidence in these catch and shoot situations. No hesitation.
Now here's Smith. in his last outing with 12 points. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. Three-pointer, Halliburton. And it's Portland with a rebound. And the first season matchup for them against the Mavericks this year.
These teams split the season series last year, neither making an impact in the conference overall.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Toppin outside. Pass to Doncic. Inside, Embiid. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
Here's Halliburton. Portland making their last shot. Again, the miss by Dallas.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Basket's good.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They trail by 14. Toppin outside. Oh, got a piece of it. And here comes the break. Smith passes to Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And attacking with reckless abandon. Somehow Thompson able to get through.
And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Portland.
So far, they've had a lot of success off fast break plays, and they'll probably continue to push the tempo as much as possible.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Jonas Valanciunas has checked in for Joel Embiid. Thompson comes in for Toppin. And it's Harden in for Halliburton. That free throw is good from Thompson. And the Mavericks are in the planning stages for a new arena set to open by 2031.
Yeah, their existing arena opened in 2001. A 30-year run for an NBA venue is pretty typical. And remember, it's big business. New arenas are often the anchor tenant for larger developments.
And Portland has possession. The Mavs get their last shot to go. Gets the three to fall.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Here's Doncic. Hauled in by Curry.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
To the left side wing. And it's Portland scoring again.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Doncic against Thompson. Thompson, a screen on Thompson. 4 on the clock. Step back and fire. The shot, no good. And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we got a blowout underway here. Portland ahead, opening up a huge gap. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Boy, the Trailblazers have been rolling along, haven't they?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
James Harden out there with Halliburton. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's Obi Toppin. And it's Gray in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Now here's Thompson in the game against Houston. Very impressive. Now here's Curry. The 3 ball. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Gray. Another three for Dallas.
A guy like this, with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
Pass to Bailey. From downtown, and again, it's Portland with a three.
Good looks from Bailey. You'd like to see him dish it a little more at this level than he did in college.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers. But some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side. So when they screen you, you get no help.
And let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard. Shooting guards who are great defenders. The steals leaders. Number 1, Amen Thompson.
This is exactly the kind of work ethic he exudes, proving he's someone they can rely on to get nasty on defense and come away with steals.
Yeah, I'm not sure there's a defensive assignment in this league that he couldn't handle with relative ease. That's how disruptive he is. It is impossible for an opposing player to find a comfort zone when he's the guy guarding them.
Now here's Halliburton. He had 25 points in his last game.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
On the wing, Curry. Thompson, a screen on Halliburton. The three from Curry. And again, it's Portland with a three.
And how many times have we seen this? Curry always has an answer from three.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Tyrese Halliburton is so key for this team. He said, quote, "I think the biggest pressure I've ever had in my entire life is from myself. When I'm at my best is when I'm having fun and really competing on a nightly basis. I have to show up every day with a smile on my face and bring my infectious personality." Back to you, Brian.
He sets the tone. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. Here's Halliburton. The Blazers making their last shot. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Knocks it down from distance.
Boy, he's putting pressure on their defense. That's 2 from downtown this period.
And few players are more valuable to their teams than Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah, he leads the way for them, B.A. An efficient scorer, elite playmaking, and disruptive defensively. And, of course, he makes clutch plays at both ends.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. We'll go for a different look here. Jonas Valanciunas is checked in for Embiid. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Toppin. Thompson, he's checked in for Gray. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Tyrese Halliburton. Curry against Harden. Pass to Bailey. Portland moving it around. The three from Curry. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Smith's got 8.
I mean, the motor this kid has is unmatched. Smith goes up with a purpose.
Harden drawing the double team. Doncic with it. 5 points in the game. The three from Thompson. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Thompson, that's good.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for the Mavs. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
It was, frankly, embarrassing. I was shocked by their disorganization, and I think they were too.
Well, frankly, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it.
Here's Bailey. Boom! He jams it straight down.
A big-time slam right there by Bailey. You know, good to see this young man play with such authority.
Doncic passes to Harden. Shoots over Curry. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Trailblazers have gone 7 for 8 now in the second quarter. Pass to Bailey. Shoots. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Well, Bailey is a shot-making machine, particularly off the catch at this stage.
And the Mavericks have stressed the importance of defense to winning at the highest level, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they felt that fortifying the team at that end of the floor would get them closer to contention. And look at them. They're making some bold moves there along the way.
Here's Thompson after Dallas's three-pointer on the other end. The three knocks down the long J. He's got 15.
Well, you can see the team is just continuing to call his number. Until the defense figures it out, it ain't going to change.
And Dallas calls time here.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Let's have a look at the teams who have been shooting the ball the most consistently these past 10 games. Portland, third.
Boy, they've been hot. You love to see this kind of offensive execution.
.55 seconds left to play in the first half. Kuzma outside. Harden surveying the D. Shot clock at 6. And a nice finish on the layup. Harden's got 5 points now this quarter.
I'll tell you what, James Harden has got the kind of frame that he can absorb contact and play right through it.
Back to Smith. On the wing, Thompson. 4-3. Rebounded by Kuzma. Pass to Harden. From deep, here's Doncic. He can't get that one to fall. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Portland ahead, running away with this one. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Portland Trail Blazers.
This has been a weight room game. They're just stronger on the glass, and they're playing with a mean streak, guys.
What do you know about weight rooms, Kenny?
He knows how to avoid them.
Ooh.
All right, guys, time to see what the fans are saying on social media. And this is from Hoops Queen Life. It's a question for Shaq. Who was your favorite team to play for?
Let's see, I played for so many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Dallas has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. Checking out the group for Chauncey Billups to start the second half. Halliburton outside. 6 to shoot. Pass to Doncic. Lays it up and banks it in. Doncic has got 10 points in the game.
That's a high percentage look for Luka Doncic. He is a menace if he gets that deep.
Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Halliburton, no good. Now Portland with it. One of the things you love about Tyrese Halliburton is clutch game.
You need your best players to be fearless in those moments and to play with a verve and a confidence that permeates the entire roster. And you've got to be a shot maker. Tyrese Halliburton is all of those things.
And so it's Dallas with it. Portland making their last shot. Here's Halliburton. Lets the three fly. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Smith. Portland moving it around. Thompson outside. Over to the left wing. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Give him 8 points now.
Oh, he's hot coming out of the break. 3 up, 3 down.
Now a timeout called by Dallas. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Now here's Halliburton. Not a lot of room. Pass to Toppin. Doncic outside. They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Nice shot from the wing. Doncic has got 12 points.
This guy is an absolute machine. Luka Doncic keeping his foot on the gas and giving the defense everything they can handle.
Timeout called, Portland. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. You look at the Trailblazers. Here in the early going, they're in 8th place. And of course the Mavericks, 3.5 games behind.
Checking out Portland, they wanted to get better. They're putting in the work. Maybe the results will start coming later in the year.
I do think they're capable of more than what they've given so far. If this coaching staff gets them right on track, and once they get a few more games under their belt, the wins will start to come.
And that one drops for him.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
Pass to Gray. Launches a 3, and play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
The three-pointer off the mark. For Portland, they've gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. Shoots off the step back. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now. From the low block. Great D that time from Halliburton. Dallas has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Pass to Thompson. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5. Now here's Halliburton. Guarded closely. Now here's Doncic. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton. Doncic has got 15 points.
Well, after knocking down a couple in the first half, that's his first triple here in the second.
For 3, Smith. The rebound by Embiid. Dallas has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Pass to Doncic. Halliburton on the wing. He's got 9. Yep, that one goes. He's got 11.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
Thompson outside. Takes a 3. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
Boy, for the most part, when they have gone through him, he has delivered.
Doncic outside. Back to Halliburton. Pass to Gray. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Jonas Valanciunas has checked in for Joel Embiid. Lou Dort comes in for Doncic. And it's Harden in for Halliburton. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. For Dallas, they've gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. The shot by Dort, no good.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Curry passes to Smith. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
You know, looking at the turnover story, they've had a few miscues along the way, but as we see on the scoreboard, it hasn't hurt them.
Mavericks shooting at about 44% so far. Harden against Curry. Outside Harden. From the high post. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Portland, firmly in control with an impressive 28-point lead as the quarter ends. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be right back with you shortly. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Halliburton. Joel Embiid is out there with Toppin. Then it's Luka Doncic. And it's Gray in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Now here's Doncic. Pass to Halliburton. And here's Embiid. Back to Halliburton. Hits the target from 18 feet.
Well, you love to see guys willing to exploit the mid-range. If that's what the defender concedes, go ahead and take it.
And here is Thompson. Portland moving it around. Lets it fly. Gets some space and buries the jumper. Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Toppin outside. Here's Gray. Off target from outside.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Smith outside. Doors for teams looking to trade away a big money player. It seems the landscape is getting more challenging.
BA, to me, roster construction is one of the single most difficult things in this league. First and foremost, there are rules in place that restrict salary acquisition. The other piece of this is there are now second aprons in place. So it's not just roster construction, it's sustaining a quality roster over time and keeping that continuity. Success in this league is tough.
What a burst Thompson has. I mean, on his drives, he goes from 0 to 60 in a heartbeat.
Pass to Embiid. Doncic outside. Dallas no good that time either. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. The three is up. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
Spacing the floor. That's his third triple of the game and his second in this half.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Halliburton looking over the floor to stop the run. The shot comes out. For Portland, they've gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Thompson outside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on Doncic.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And you think about the Defensive Player of the Year award. It tends to go to big men. Any thought of dividing the award into 2? Maybe one for perimeter players and the other for big men?
Absolutely not, Brian. What we need to do is consider that the single most important thing it is for your defense nightly is guarding the best point guards or wings in the league. And the voters have got to understand it can't only be about big men.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so it's Dallas with it. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
Looking to find the rhythm he had in the first half. That's now his 4th three-pointer of the game.
Thompson outside. Smith against Toppin. Clock at 6. Back to Smith. Here's the 3. The rebound by Embiid. Dallas has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Pass to Doncic. Halliburton outside. Puts up a 3. That shot off.
I mean, apparently he still has the green light to shoot threes, but he is in an absolute funk right now.
A minute 37 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And they tell players your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less, Grant.
And you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort, and in some cases you're talking legacy, you know, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career.
First one falls for him. And to encourage more mid-range and post play, some have suggested moving the three-point line outward.
I do not like this idea, BA. You can't move the corner any further back. How many sideline violations do we already have? Let the game play as is.
He's perfect from the line this time. There's a minute 34 left in the final quarter.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Trailblazers.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, BA, it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
The Mavericks shooting around 39%. They'd like to get that higher. Doncic, no good. So it's Portland now. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth. Smith outside. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Doncic passes to Toppin. Thompson with a steal. To the middle. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Now here's Halliburton. Doncic outside from behind the arc. Portland with a rebound. Smith outside. So it's the Trailblazers winning this one easily. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. And time now for our player of the game.